Hey guys, Tony here. I've got another video bat rep. Today we have Tau and Space Marines versus straight Tau with the new Apocalypse formation that's available to be used in a regular game of 40k, which is, I don't know, retarded. So sorry if you have any family members that are retarded. Apologize for that. So we have some proxy units here. He's got his 3 broadsides and 3 broadsides and his Riptide. And then the 2 other Riptides are the Wraith Knight and the Dread Knight. We've got some Kroot. I've got, is that Shadow Sun or Commander?
That's the Toolkit Commander.
Toolkit Commander and some drones. But I guess we're going to go with the broadside units. We've got over here a Sky Shield landing pad and, what is that thing, Hammerhead?
It's a Hammerhead with Long Strike and Disruption Pod.
Sweet. Over here we've got a couple Thunderfire Cannons, Tech Marines, Chapter Master on a bike with Thunderhammer, all the various sweet stuff, the Adamantium Shield or whatever. Artificer Armor. We've got a Adeptus Mechanicus Riptide with Ion Accelerator or Missile Pod, or SMS, 2 drones, Toolkit Commander, 10 Kroot, with the Kroot Hound being the guy with the axe. He's so crazy. And we got 2 Rhinos with 10 Tactical Marines inside. Both the Sergeants will have Combi Meltas. Rhino with 5 Stern Guard.
And Razorback.
Razorback with the last class configuration because I had extra points. Whoop-de-doo. And then we got 2 Storm Talons. So I think that's it. We got Bay Area Open Scenario 1, which is Emperor's Will, Crusade, and that was it, right? Oh, and Dawn of War deployment. So he goes first, and we'll meet up here. All right, so we got deployment done. We've got Thunderfire here with some Kroot and air terrain, part of the crude pink foam. Tau unit or the broadside and the Chapter Master and the Commander are kind of trying to stay out of range of the ignores line of sight bullshit he's got going on over there. The Thunderfire here, Emperor's Will with some scouts, and the Razorback hiding behind the ruins. Over here he's got the Riptides, or 1 Riptide can cover here with a clever foot in the terrain for cover save. He's got his Sky Shield here, ignore the lava pit, we took that out. And underneath he's got some broadsides, kind of hiding out. And some Kroot over here near the objective in the center of the table behind the line of sight blocking terrain. And some Kroot here in the ruins. And the last Riptide. So, it's 1850 points by the way, and we'll go ahead and roll, but first I want to apologize, I'm drinking Michelob Ultra, it's the only beer I have left. Product placement. So here we go. Try to steal initiative.
Son of a...
And I do! Alright, we'll see you after Marine turn 1. Okay, so after seizing, I went ahead and made some shots with the Brood Squad here. Believe it or not, the Ordnance and the Riptide's Ion Accelerator hit, direct hit. He made all his saves, 4 ups, it's ridiculous. I think he failed 1 save and put 1 wound on the Commander back there. But the Ordnance did catch the Hammerhead and I blew that up. So first blood to me, hooray. Snipers over here shot this Riptide. I think we did 1 wound to it. This Thunderfire Cannon shot over here at these Kroot, killed 1. This Thunderfire Cannon was a boss, wiped all his Kroot off the Emperor's Will objective over here. These Kroot fired their sniper guns at this Riptide, putting 1 wound on. And over here, the Riptide jumped back into this position to keep out of 30-inch range from the broadsides. This Rhino, or Razorback and the Stern Guard are advancing, so they'll get stuck in their back. And that's my turn. So we'll meet you at the bottom of turn 1 for Tau. Okay, Matt, go ahead and run us through Tau turn 1.
Alright, well the Tau turn 1 tried to Nova Charge on these 2 Riptides and they both failed.
Excellent.
Shot at the Kroot over here, wiped them out between these Kroot shooting, the Riptide shooting at the Thunderfire Cannon, and a high-yield missile pod killing that Thunderfire Cannon. The broadsides on the top of the sky shield killed the Thunderfire over here, and this Riptide tried to kill the scouts down there, but apparently it can't shoot worth anything, so it just actually blew up the Razorback when it scattered into that. That combined with this other Riptide here that's part of the Firebase that has tank hunters was able to blow it up and kill a stern guard in the process.
It's important to note that he took the upgrade that allows his broadsides to shoot at more than one target.
Yes, I have target locks for both units of broadsides. The two in the front have target locks. The one in the rear has the missile pods and the Skyfire upgrade. So that's how they're able to shoot at various targets throughout. The ones up top obviously have indoor cover as well. The ones down below do not. That's pretty much it. Didn't really. All he killed was the Razorback and the unit of Crew, and the Tech Marines are still alive, but the Thunderfire is gone, so I don't care about that.
Yep, so, alright, we'll go to Marine. So not a super good turn. Storm Talon came on, 2 Rhinos came on, he intercepted one of the Rhinos and it blew up, killing one of the dudes from one of the combat squads. Over here, the Storm Talon shot in this crew, killed 4. He killed 1, and they still managed to make their leadership check, which is ridiculous.
After going around, yeah, making 6 up cover.
Over here, this Riptide shot at the broadsides underneath the sky shield, killing 1 instantly, and I failed to wound on the 2 others. Wow. Anyway, over here, Stern Guard shot at this guy, did nothing. The snipers shot at that guy, did nothing. So really other than killing 5 crew and 1 broadside, that's all we did this turn.
Oh, and your Chapter Master broke off.
And the Chapter Master broke off. He's looking to do some pain. These Marines that didn't fail their pain check are moved in here to reinforce the Emperor's War objective. So that's my turn too.
All right, Tau shooting, basically trying to go take out his Riptide over there. So I started jumping these Riptides back towards the main unit back here on the sky shield. Shot everything I could into the Riptide. I think I did 2 wounds to it.
Yep.
Crew got back up, snapshot into the Tech Marine, did nothing. Then went ahead and moved my broadside with the high missile pod forward, snap shooting into the Storm Talon, did 1 glance. Actually, no, 1 pen. It's shaken, I believe, or stunned. And this Riptide ended up killing the Tech Marine. And that's where we stand right now. The rail rifle's down here below the sky shield, shot into the Riptide as well, and I think they whiffed or failed to wound. And that's about it.
It's important to note that of the 4 Riptides on the table, we have only passed 1 Nova charge, which means we failed about 7 so far.
Yeah, we failed 7 3-ups and about 8 attempts. So that's resolving normally, I guess.
All right, well, let's go to Marine turn 3. Marine turn 3. The Storm Talon flew off the board. It was snap shooting anyway. I don't want to give it any more chances to die. This Rhino is flat outing towards that objective. This Riptide blew away the 2 remaining broadsides onto the sky shield landing pad. The Stern Guard unit here fired into the drone unit here, killing 1 drone, I believe, or 2 drones.
1 drone.
1 drone. What killed the other drone? Oh, the sniper
yes.
fire. Those 2 drones died on this Riptide. He's droneless. Chapter Master made his charge, but he took 2 wounds on Overwatch from all 3 of these units. So I took a big gamble there, but I made it into combat, and now that Riptide's tied up. I put 1 wound on a drone, killed it, and he made his leadership though. So I was hoping to sweep that unit. So that's it for my turn. We'll go to Tau turn 3.
Okay, well, Tau turn of shooting, although you can't really tell because we didn't do anything. Missed with everything, missed with just about everything, or failed to wound.
Lots of foul language was used.
Ones, and I'm not even drinking. This guy over here whiffed with everything as well. That was pretty fantastic. And the assault here, he got 3 wounds on me, and I actually managed to save them all.
3 6s!
Which I could have used shooting your Riptide as opposed to an astronomical number of 1s. But, you know, that's... Yeah. Anyway, so that was the Tau turn of shooting. It looks like we just moved stuff around.
Oh, your crew got a little...
Oh, they got closer to the objective.
They're checking into the Radisson over here.
Congratulations.
By the way, I switched to Sierra Nevada down there. Oh, Yep.
He decided to drop a pair, so he switched to actual beer as opposed to brown
Beer
water.
update. Okay, so we'll go to Marine turn 4. Okay, so Marine turn 4. Storm Talons came on. We went ahead and shot at the crew, killed 3. He made a bunch of cover saves, so he's got 3 left, and he made his morale check. So, hoorah! Rhino came over here, flat out in front of this objective. Sniper shot into that Riptide. I believe we killed, or put 1 wound on it. He shot into it, put 1 wound on it also. Over here, killed the last drone, but he made his armor, or made his feel no pain on the Riptide, so still passed his leadership check. Fantastic. Stern Guard also shot at this Riptide. I don't believe they did anything there for their shooting phase. These Marines are moving up towards this objective. The key is, got to kill those crew by the end of the last turn. That's the Emperor's will dealio over there, because it's the primary. I killed those, and that's pretty much game, set, and match. And now it's Tau turn 4.
Shooting, the Skyfire high missile pod guy blew up the Storm Talon that was down the hull point. Everything else from that unit split fired into the Riptides unit, which took out the shield drone and the Riptide. And this Riptide shot at the Stern Guards, killing 2 of them. The Riptide back there was within melter range of this when it moved, shot him, blew it up, and then jumped back 5 inches. These guys here, you made your invuln save and on combat, and I failed 2 wounds, so I'm down to 3 wounds. He's got 2 wounds, and they're still locked.
You passed leadership like a boss.
So.
All right, so let's go to Marine turn 5, which is now night fighting. Okay, so over here we had Storm Talon shoot at the crew. Finally killed 2. They broke finally, so they're off the Emperor's Will objective. Over there, Chapter Master. I don't think we put any wounds because he fucking made all his feel no pains. Hooray. Over here, these Marines shot this Riptide, killed 1 drone. They actually failed morale and are moving back towards me. Let's see. Snipers did nothing because I didn't shoot them because I'm an idiot. These guys moved up. They ran up to the objectives. They are now scoring here, and we are scoring over there. Commander and the Stern Guard, 2 separate units, are locking up this Riptide in combat. And that is the end of the turn for me. So we'll go to Tau turn 5.
Tau shooting, the high-yield missile pod guy with Skyfire took out the last Storm Raven, this correction Storm Talon. The other 2 guys, broadsides of the rail rifles, shot at the Stern Guard that were on their objective, killing 3 of them, and they 1 guy fell back. That's why he's off the, sorry, not Stern Guard, just the tactical Marines. He's off the objective now. Took 1 wound here in the combat here. I put 2 wounds on him here in close combat, and he hit me with the melted bomb, but I made my feel no pain. And that's about, oh yeah, this guy broke on his regroup for the morale check, and then he freaking fell back 8 more inches, so he did a whole lot of nothing for me also. So,
hooray! All right, let's see if it goes on to the next turn. You went second, so roll for turn 6. You need a 4-up.
Okay, another 1.
Is that game? Man, he rolled the ones like a champ.
That's right.
So, thoughts?
Don't roll so many 1s, especially with Nova charges.
That definitely would help.
Definitely having all the stuff on top of the Sky Shield helped, having the 4 invulns, because all I really lost was the hammerhead, which actually wasn't that bad considering everything you dropped on me. Other than that, just try to take out 1 unit at a time. If I'd gotten rid of that Riptide, it would have helped out a lot because you took out basically everything else you took out with that. I just got fortunate with the close combats, otherwise your Chapter Master would have been wrecking face back here. I mean, these guys have been locked up for 3 turns, so that was just fortunate on my half. Yep. How about yourself?
What about the Apocalypse formation for regular army lists? What do you think about that?
It's good, especially if you remember that you get to reroll 1s. It doesn't help if after the turn you remember that you get to reroll 1s.
I'm not going to remind you.
Yeah, I wouldn't remind you either. And that was pretty good. Obviously, it's something you got to get used to as far as dividing up what you're shooting at. But you can't really compensate for bad decision making on the part of the general if the units, it's not their fault. So, but yeah, I mean, think about it. I've still got a lot of stuff alive, you know, points-wise at least. It's just none of it's scoring. That's the big problem. Is that, you know, with Tau,
I think that's probably the big drawback to your list. You have so many points invested in trying to table me that the crude squads, if you focus on them, they go down. Especially in an objective-heavy mission like this. If it were kill points, you'd probably be up right now. But
right, because the only units that are wiped out are we've got 2 crude and 1 broadside unit. And,
everything else is still alive, yeah.
So it's pretty much everything else. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's an objectives game. It's not a try to kill the enemy game. But I wanted to try to kill the enemy list. It doesn't work that well if you're trying to hold objectives. What was the final score? Do you know?
So we're looking at, I have my Emperor's Will here, secured with the Scouts and Tactical Marines.
1 Crusade.
1 Crusade.
And you got First Blood.
First Blood, and then no Emperor's Will here, and no Crusade.
And no Linebreaker over here, and I lost Linebreaker when he fell back.
Correct. So I'm looking at all 3 tertiary objectives, plus the primary and secondary, so that's a crushing defeat, bro. Good. So thoughts with the Marine list. I think it went really well. Again, the Tau unit with the commander and the chapter master and the Riptide throwing out that twin-linked ordnance and the large blast. It's fantastic for getting first blood.
It's a hell of an alpha strike. Ignores cover, strength 10, instant kill, everything.
He has some great rolls on the Sky Shield. If he didn't have a Sky Shield, that would have been one dead broadside unit. Chapter Master should have destroyed the Riptide. They got into combat, but you did take the 5 and feel no pain, and you made a lot of them, so kudos for that. I like the 2 Thunderfires. You did the right thing by focusing on them early, because they did a lot of damage to your scoring units. And that was my goal, was to focus them mostly on your scoring. They weren't going to do much of anything else. Had the game gone on more turns, and obviously Riptide probably rallied, you could have killed more objective units, but I think ending on turn 5 was beneficial to me. I think if it went on to a turn 6 or 7, it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, the other thing you got to remember is with if you get turn 1 with that Black Sun filter on the Riptide, in the commander, you also have night vision in that whole unit. Yep. So I mean, turn 1 night fighting now all of a sudden benefits Marines.
Yep.
So I mean, there's a lot of buffs with that. I mean, you got and they shall know no fear, and then so it's definitely a pretty slick unit. And breaking off the chapter master is a real headache to try to figure out what you're going to do with that.
He just goes and picks a fight with somebody. That's what he's there for.
Yeah, lock him up. I mean, he should be dead. That Riptide should have been dead about 15 times over, but I made a lot of 5-up invulns and a lot of 5-up feel no pains, but, you know, that's why I cost 35 points.
So, good game, and look forward to another one.